Hey y'all, long time no here.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
I know it's been a while since I've sat down and talked to you guys, but I'm so excited to be here. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. If this is your first time ever seeing my face, welcome in, you guys. I wanted to come on here and give you guys like another life update as well as realistic goals that we're working towards in February 2026. So if you're interested, let's go ahead and dive right in. So to be honest with you, overall, life has been going seemingly well. Not even going to lie. Life has been well. I've picked up a lot of separate projects. I've done a lot of online trainings. So currently I'm doing social media management for a couple of restaurants, and I'm hoping to do it for content creators as well. Just because I wasn't in the spotlight at the moment, and it just kind of came, and it turns out that it's actually fun and I'm actually helping businesses grow. So I've really been enjoying being a social media manager, and that's something that I want to build on. If you are interested in getting into content creation, wanting to pitch to brands, trying to get those partnerships, trying to have an online presence, or maybe you have a business that doesn't have the strongest online presence, go ahead and click my website, raquellelynnette.com, and we can chat it up, build a strategy, and get you out there. I've really been having such a good time with that. I've hosted my first ever influencer dinner, and I had some of my local favorites come in, and we had such an amazing time. It was just great company and great food, great drinks, and it's just something that I've really, really been enjoying. I will be having more events, so don't forget to follow me on all socials. It's going to be so fun. I love having these events. I feel like I was stuck kind of in a depression being back in Minnesota and not really looking at all of the good that was going on in my life. I did go through like a terrible summer, a terrible heartbreak, but it just seems like all of those events set me up for what is coming and what is happening. So I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie. Life has really been good. So with that being said, outside of my social media management and networking and meeting other like-minded entrepreneurs, people who are in charge of grants and things like that, there has been like a hiccup in Minnesota. As you all have heard, ICE has been having a strong presence in Minnesota, and it has been absolute madness and chaos, like distance learning at my kids' school, because a lot of kids don't feel safe to go to school. Some teachers don't feel safe to go to school. It's madness in the streets. There's protests. It really has been madness. So that just has kind of made everybody take a step back. It has made me take a step back and really appreciate everything in my life. I'm not going into those spaces that they're pew-pewing people, getting people with tear gas and macing people and all of those things. I've been trying to stay away from that because I'm a parent and, things like that. But we have been helping families who are afraid to leave the house and things like that, just quietly on the hush. So I haven't been loud about the advocacy, but in real life, I have been advocating for those who are just, having a tough time right now. So it's something that we want to see end. Of course, we need to have some type of solution as well. There's been a huge there's been so much fraud in Minnesota, and I do feel like it directly impacts me because what was I going into, guys? Childcare. And this all started with the child care funds and home health aides and all of these jazz, all of the fraud that's been going in Minnesota. So they did freeze a lot of the funds, and my childcare was supposed to be opening with the partners Q1 of 2026. And we are just at a pause right now, at a standstill, because Minnesota is being audited, everything is paused, and there's truly nothing that I can do. So in saying that, I'm coming back to YouTube and I'm coming back to social media, giving a full push and just doing my thing. There's nothing else that I could possibly do if the federal funds are paused. So here we are. It's unfortunate, the situation, but at the same time, a lot of things really do need to be straightened out because that is a lot of money to go missing. And I have personally applied for grants and funding and all these things, and I've been getting denied, and you look to see who's not getting denied, and then you see that they have all these violations and all this jazz, and then you hear about this and it kind of does boil your blood a little bit. So I really do hope that they get to the bottom of this fraud scheme with the child care, and that people who are real business people and really want to help the community and give back are allotted those funds, or at least given a chance to get those funds. So essentially, the main focus of the month is social media. Honestly, like I said, my kids are in distance learning right now, and childcare is paused due to state, local issues, and we're just going to go back to my roots. And what does that mean? That means I'm just showing up as myself, talking about beauty, health, makeup, and business and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm excited. So outside of that, so that's just a little bit of a catch up, y'all. And we're just going to talk about a couple of goals that I have. I truly want to just stay consistent on all of my socials, because back in the day, y'all, I used to be pressing through, okay? I'm talking about 3 videos a week. I was working full time. I was doing makeup. I just had the drive. And then I just do feel like I've been a little bit spoiled, you know, because I felt like I didn't have to go as hard. But I do want to go as hard. I want to bring that beast back out of me, and that's what you guys are going to be seeing. So expect a lot of content. I also want to start cooking more at home, because I like to eat out a lot. I do social media for restaurants, so I can always go somewhere and eat complimentary. But I want to start like making recipes and just eating better, and things that are eating for my body. I wouldn't say I'm overweight by any means, but I am losing, I feel, muscle. I need to work out more, but I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of protein. So I have to figure out how to incorporate protein and build muscle, because that's what I feel like I'm lacking right now. I also do want to say, and I've spoken about this previously, I don't believe that the new year starts in January. I believe it begins in spring, when everything is fresh and comes alive and is renewed, and all the fairy tale stories that we see. Everybody goes to sleep in the winter and they wake up in the new year when it's spring, right? So that's the beginning of the new year. So February and March, so January, February, March, even though January was like a little bit of, January was chaotic in the world. I tried my best to tune things out and to still stay focused and do things that I needed to do. February is a all gas, no brakes month. And then leading up to that, I want to prove to myself that, you know, I can still do the social media thing the right way. Because how am I going to coach somebody if I don't have my online presence intact as well? So yeah, that's where we are at. Just want to make better decisions with eating. I don't eat a lot, which is, and unlike some people that you hear, like, who have problems snacking and stuff, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot. I'll have coffee and water and ice, and like, I'm straight. I don't know, you guys. It's not like I'm starving myself or anything. I don't be hungry. I don't know what else to say. That's just the truth. So I'm going to be forcing myself to eat more protein rich foods and trying my own recipes. I also am really going to make the push to be consistent on all my socials and bring you guys along. And then probably towards the end of the month, then I want to start vlogging, because this editing, you guys know, it's not, I haven't edited a beauty tutorial or I haven't edited long form content in so long that I need to give myself some time in between. So I don't want to just come on here, do beauty tutorials, and then vlog. I'm going to have to get into my flow. So February is about flow. I would say the key word of February for me is flow. We are flowing and we are knocking things out. So that is what I wanted to say. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in having a social media coordinator for content creation, or if you have a business, a local business in Minnesota that unfortunately has been suffering due to ice and a loss of sales, click my website. I would love to help you guys. I'm here to help. And yeah, look forward to having a ton of content. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye.